Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Day, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the 5 biggest mistakes that people make when they're doing the ketogenic diet. Okay, so we're going to start right off and get right to it. The first biggest mistake that anybody ever makes when they're trying the ketogenic diet ever is pretty simple. It's actually not getting enough electrolytes. So when you're doing the ketogenic diet, your body is actually flushing out electrolytes constantly. If you're drinking enough water, which you should be, so make sure you're drinking your water, sometimes that's not enough. Your body needs electrolytes in order to function. And when you're doing the ketogenic diet, you're flushing all of the salt out, all of your electrolytes out, all of those minerals that your body desperately needs in order to function properly. So it's super important that you get your electrolytes in. You can do that in a ton of different ways. My favorite way is I like to buy like Mio electrolytes. They have, it's actually called Mio Sport. So if you get that at your local like grocery store, Walmart, Kroger, wherever, Target, everybody has them. You can even find them on Amazon. But those are my favorite electrolytes to use because they taste good. There is a little bit of fake sugar in there, so be mindful of that. But for me personally, that doesn't bother me so much. If you just add some like pink Himalayan salt to your food, that's gonna help a lot. But don't be afraid of salt. Don't be afraid of the pink Himalayan salt because it's actually really good for your body and you need it. And just make sure that you're drinking enough water to stay hydrated, so that as you're flushing all of those out, you're replenishing them back in, your body gets what it needs and it's happy. Number 2, the biggest mistakes that people make doing the ketogenic diet is not getting enough fat. So like if you're used to just, yo-yo dieting or doing like a typical diet, the American Standard diet, or if you haven't really been dieting at all, it's been kind of engraved in our brains that fat is bad. They came out with all of this low fat this, low fat that. I'm going to tell you right now, stay away from anything that is low fat. When you're doing the ketogenic diet, it's really important that you get enough fats because think about it. Your body, the whole point of the ketogenic diet is your body is switching over in a completely different way, right? So it's now using fat as your energy fuel source. And if you're not giving it any fat when you're doing the ketogenic diet, you're gonna feel tired, you're gonna feel hangry, you're not gonna feel good, you're gonna get headaches, you're gonna get all kinds of crazy stuff because your body needs that fat. Fat is not bad. So here's the thing, if you're used to doing like a low calorie diet, maybe you used to get like ground turkey, stop getting the ground turkey, start getting the ground beef. Look for the highest fat content available that's possible. Get it, cook it, eat it. It's really yummy, I promise. And it's not gross at all. Get the whole idea that fat is bad or fat is gross out of your head, and you'll do just fine. Okay, so the third biggest mistake that people make doing the ketogenic diet is they eat too much protein. So a lot of people that are like into weightlifting or, bodybuilding, you've always been told, guys, like make sure that you have protein within 30 minutes of working out. Protein shakes, protein bars, protein, all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now that when you're doing the ketogenic diet, protein's not actually your best friend. Fat is your best friend. So the ketogenic diet is high in fat, moderate protein, and low carbs, right? So make sure that you're not overeating protein. It's going to be a complete mind shift. If you're doing the ketogenic diet, you need at least 70 to 75% of fat in your daily intake and calories. That needs to be fat. So protein, not as much as you're used to probably if this is new to you. I recommend to use like a calorie counter or a carb tracker or a macro tracker. There's all kinds of different apps. I use MyFitnessPal. I love MyFitnessPal. Works really good. But it keeps you being mindful and knowing what you're putting in your body, knowing what percentage of protein you're actually getting. Because I think you would be surprised if you've been doing the ketogenic diet for a while, if you're not getting the results you want, it may be because you're intaking too much protein. And if you intake too much protein when you're doing the ketogenic diet, then your body is actually going to convert the extra protein into glucose. So it would be just like as if you just ate like a loaf of bread, right? Not really a whole loaf of bread, but you get the idea. Your body is going to convert that protein into glucose, and it's kind of just going to like defeat the whole purpose. So make sure that you're not eating too much protein. Okay, guys, so the fourth biggest mistake that people make when they are doing the keto diet is that they're not patient enough. And I'm guilty of this. You might be guilty of this as well. But your body's going through a major change right now. Okay, so your body used to run on glucose. You had a glucose-based diet. Your body used glucose for energy. Now, all of a sudden, doing the ketogenic diet, your body is going to be running on fat. Okay, that's a major change. It's a major flip of the coin here, and you have to give your body enough time to adjust to the changes. You have to allow enough time for you to see progress. If you just get fed up in a week or two and think, this isn't working, it's too hard, and you just give up like that, then unfortunately you're never going to be able to experience what ketosis is all about, what the ketogenic diet is all about, the changes that can come to your body if you were just patient enough to let those happen, right? And sometimes people aren't patient enough because they might experience the keto flu. Unfortunately, the keto flu is something that can happen when you are doing the ketogenic diet. And there are ways to avoid that. But if you are just patient, even if you get the keto flu, it will go away. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die. I promise. But don't give up. Stay patient. Stay patient with your body and understand that it's going through some major changes. Okay? The changes are going to be worth it, so just hang in there. All right, guys, and we are here. We are at number 5 of the biggest mistakes that people make when doing the ketogenic diet. And this one is a little interesting. So this is hidden carbs. So a lot of people think that on the ketogenic diet, like if it's not bread, if it's not actual sugar, that it's okay to eat. And unfortunately, there are a lot of hidden carbs in foods that you would think normally wouldn't have them. So for example, vegetables. There's a lot of vegetables that you would think, oh, it's a vegetable, I can eat it, right? Unfortunately, no. I mean, not that you can't eat it, but you do have to be mindful of how much you're eating of it, because there are carbs in a lot of vegetables. So I recommend, like I mentioned earlier, you can use like MyFitnessPal or any kind of macro tracker, any kind of food tracker. Download that, in the App Store or whatever, and put in your food before you eat it to meal plan and prep your foods for the week. But unfortunately, there are a lot of hidden carbs in food. So vegetables is a big one that people, they'll just sit there and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat vegetables all day. And then they're like, oh, what's going on? This isn't working. Well, what vegetables were you eating? So, all right, guys, those were my 5 top biggest mistakes that people make when doing the ketogenic diet. If you like this video, please subscribe. There's going to be tons of videos and tips and tricks and help and support and stuff like that you'll be able to get from my YouTube channel. So I hope that you will stick around and see what comes next. Have a great day, guys. Bye.